things I have learned from them. Book number 2 is Hitmakers, The Science of Popularity. Yes, this book seemed 3 or 4 times longer than the previous one, but that does not prevent it from being valuable. Of course, when I was reading it, I sometimes felt that bored. This is because the book mostly covers many different examples. For example, the author tried to tell a story based on music. Why did this or that song become a super hit, while others remained unknown? These are things that, when you're not a musician, you don't really want to focus on. But what I did focus on were the examples related to business and literature. That is, why some business projects take off and why some stories become mega and sell millions of copies. I'll talk about examples from businesses that I've identified for myself, and they still amaze me to this day. An example related to Tinder and Facebook. If you don't know what Tinder is, then you probably already have a significant other. And if you don't know that it's a dating site, then I think, if I'm not mistaken, even in America, this app is one of the leading ones. And the book describes the model of how these apps, in this case Facebook and Tinder, were advertised at the start. That is, before that, of course I had heard an interesting story that Facebook is just a model that was not originally planned as a huge-scale project. It just appeared as part of college. That is, Mark Zuckerberg had some pretty girls at his college, then of course some guys appeared, and it all started to grow from one college to another, and now Facebook has almost, I don't know how many people use it, probably more than 1.5 billion for sure. As for Tinder, I didn't really get the details, to be honest. I haven't seen a book about this story, but the promotion model is similar to Facebook's, and honestly, when you live in the information field and see VK ads on YouTube, you realize how wrong the promotion model these companies have chosen is. That is, advertising is aimed at everyone, which is the wrong model. Because the history of Tinder teaches us how one of Tinder's main followers decided to go her own way. This woman went to college and approached a group of girls and said something like this: "Girls, in about 4 hours, some cute guys will appear on my Tinder app. I recommend not wasting any time and going right now to register on Tinder." In this case, this model of communication with the most important target audience worked, because in this case, we were talking about cute guys who were at the same college. And when advertising, well, I'm talking about Russia, let's say it's on VK and YouTube, and the target audience is scattered across cities, then it turns out to be like shooting sparrows with a cannon. And yes, of course, on a subconscious level, I knew that I needed to go